Hey y'all. Okay. Hey everybody. I have a new tripod and I'm using it right now. It's like a selfie stick and a tripod at the same time. So like the angle is much better. Okay. I'm gonna wait for my husband to get situated on the other side so I can like stand it up on something. Hey Destiny. You're first to comment and everything. Hopefully YouTube will let me be great tonight so that I don't have to keep restarting it. Because that was frustrating. That's the most I ever had to start my lives over last weekend. I think that was, I don't know how it was glitching. Hey Jamar, how are you? I'm glad that you came back. Man, I wish that I would have seen you last weekend. We were having we stayed up on live all night, literally, and we were talking about different things, and we needed a guy perspective, and there were no guys on the live. So I'm not saying that the conversation is going to go there again today, because it probably isn't. But if we do have relationship topics, then we'll have a guy in the chat to give his opinion, which will be cool. My connection has been bad when I wasn't at home, but it's been pretty fine right now. How's your connection been, Des?
At home is fine.
We've been out like running errands and stuff earlier, and my Wi-Fi wasn't the best, but since I've been back at my own house, it's been fine. So I don't know. Sometimes I think the social media platforms start to bug out when they start doing like updates, and it's like the apps causing it, not necessarily your Wi-Fi. But you know what? Didn't you say it was something going on with, because you think maybe because Sprint merged, now all of a sudden it's not as good? Destiny, who's your phone provider? Hey Victoria. I don't even got the computer up yet. I was trying to wait for Des to come back. He's taking too long. He has Sprint too, so girl, it might be Sprint. Never mind. I am. I don't know, y'all. Like, I'm sure y'all saw my community tab post, or if we just talk outside of YouTube, you know that my sister passed away this week. So, I'm still adjusting to that. Honestly, like, I have up times and I have down times. Like, I think I'm still processing it all, just trying to, accept it. And I guess what's making me feel better is just knowing that she's not suffering anymore, because she'd been battling with cancer. So, I mean, I just want to say thank you for your well wishes. Anybody that is watching this live right now, or anybody that goes and watches it after. And, I saw so many of y'all comment on my YouTube community tab to send your prayers and your well wishes, and I just want to say thank you. And if you're watching me and you're like my Facebook friend, or you saw my Instagram post, I just want to also say thank you, and to continue to keep me in your prayers and my family in your prayers, because if you've ever lost someone, you know that grief is not just something that happens as soon as someone passes away, or as soon as you lose them. Grief is something that is ongoing. It's something that can come and go. You know, my sister's birthday, was gonna be in June, and she wanted to have an all white party. That's what she kept saying. So I'm thinking, I am actually in the process of trying to plan a photo shoot. And this was gonna happen anyway, because I'm, like I told y'all, I'm revamping my channel and stuff. but I'm thinking about doing an all white look as a tribute to what she wanted because I wanted to do the photos for my birthday, which is next month. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Thank y'all for just keeping me uplifted and stuff. I know I didn't respond to everybody's messages. It was a lot of them, and then I started getting sad as I was like reading it. So I just had to get off. Hey, it's good to see you here too. Thank you so much for your kind words earlier. I really appreciate it. You too, Victoria. Like all of y'all, really all of you, three of y'all, like Destiny as well. Like I really appreciate y'all just, sending your encouragement and understanding. She passed on Wednesday, so I know I usually go live on Wednesday, but I just was not up for it. So I didn't go live and I didn't say anything then because I wasn't ready. Okay, no worries. I thank you. I just realized that my husband has the laptop that I can use. My birthday is no, my birthday is in May. So I'm so glad that that wasn't my birthday. Oh my gosh. But it's the beginning of like Taurus season. My birthday is May 13th. And her birthday would have been June 30th. Um but I just regularly go live on Wednesdays and I didn't go this past Wednesday. And one of my friends that is on YouTube and my friend on Facebook, she was like, "Girl, what happened to Real Talk Live?" I was like looking for something to do, so I had to tell her like yesterday. I like this new selfie stick, y'all. I'm gonna make a review about this. I'm really sorry to hear that, Victoria. It is. Like, I feel like I'm going to do a video about this because I want to be able to help someone else. But I'm considering going to counseling because when my mom passed 10 years ago, I didn't go to counseling. And I feel like with being strong sometimes and just kind of working and staying busy and not necessarily like really processing it and taking that time, you end up with a lot of built up anger and sadness and frustration. And I don't want to be to a point where I'm just so cold or angry because of, these things that have happened. So I think that counseling is something that I want to look into next and just trying to stay positive. Oh, Destiny, I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad to hear that because life is short. Like sometimes I forget this myself, but it's like if if you have to think of it like this, if it's someone that you love, whether it be like a relative or a friend, if they were to go the next day, you would not want your last words with them to be something nasty. Um, or even if they experience a close to death experience, you wouldn't want your last words while they're recovering to have been an argument. Like my father had a heart attack and him and we have a good relationship, but him and his wife, my stepmom, sometimes they get in really bad arguments. And I just remember like both actually they've both been sick before and they've both been in the hospital. They've both have had heart attacks. But I remember that when my stepmom had her heart attack, my dad was telling me that before she had it, they had gotten into a big argument and they didn't have good words with each other. And my dad felt really bad because had a heart attack. They didn't know if she was going to make it or not. And that was the basically like the last conversation that they had before it happened and they were not speaking. So like I really try to, and you can even ask my husband, I really try to watch what I say in arguments and in heated moments because you never know like what could happen in the next 24 or 48 hours. So when they tell you to try not to go to bed mad at people, I really think that that's an important thing because you never know when you may or may not talk to that person again. I always try to end my conversations with my friends with love, like, I love you, I see you later, because you never want your last conversation with a loved one to be a disagreement or just like negative words over something that wasn't that important. And it's not to say that if your relatives do something to you that you're not owed to feel however you feel, because you are. There were some times where my sister did things to me and I didn't speak to her for a while because she was wrong. But I just felt like her whole situation with having cancer and stuff, it kind of taught me, like, you really have to choose your battles with your people, especially the people that you love, because you never know when you might not see that person again. And that was something that I also learned young when my mom passed, because I was 16. And we had a rocky relationship as well. But when she passed away, I realized how much stuff that I was upset with her about was just really not that important. And I realized how much stuff that the people around me would be getting mad at other people about, complaining about, etc., was not that important. And a lot of times when you haven't been through a loss like that, you really haven't struggled, you tend to get kind of entitled and you forget, like, there are people out there that have it much worse than you do. There are people out there that would love to have what you have, but we get so caught up in what we want that we don't appreciate what we have, whether it be people that are in our lives, the things that we have, food on our plates. We're so worried about getting ahead that we're not looking at what's in front of us. And so I don't know, y'all, how I spiraled like that, but I'm just trying to tell you to just, be grateful, be present in the moment with the people that you love. Tell the people that you love them while you can. And, do whatever makes you happy within reason, because you only get one life. My mom passed when I was 16 and she was 52 years old. My sister just lost her life at 46 to cancer. I'm 26 and I turn 27 next month on the 13th. So if I'm telling myself right now, like, the women on my mom's side, they die young. I'm not saying that I'm going to die young. I don't know. But if I only have 20 years left to live, then I'm trying to live that 20 years unapologetically. I'm trying to achieve everything that I set out to do. I'm trying to make sure my son is straight. My family is set up. If I have another child with my husband, I want to make sure all of that and all of those ducks are in a row. And I want to live without basically going to my grave like, she has so much potential. She was going to do this. She was going to do that. Like, that's the sad part. Like, when someone is gone and they're like, they had so many things they wanted to do and they didn't do them for whatever reason. So I just want to encourage y'all to keep pushing through these difficult times. I'm going to try to encourage myself to keep pushing and just say thank you so much for your prayers, your positivity, your support. I am down, but don't worry, I'm not going to disappear or anything. Plus, I bulk film, so the content was already scheduled for several weeks. But I'm not going anywhere. Like, if I don't go live, it just means that it may be a lot going on that day. But when I am going live, I'm going to let y'all know on my community tab. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know what else y'all want to talk about. I'm pretty open. I'm not going to stay up all night on here because I do have to get up early in the morning. But other than that, like, I again just want to say thank you for your love and your support. And thank you, Destiny. And just, thank you for being my YouTube community. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are like my cousins, y'all are like family. So I really appreciate it. Josiah came in here to give hugs. Sorry, I was looking at Dez. And I have my phone was on the charger. Oh, what did I do?
You went out of Josiah.
Sorry, y'all.
No,
What kind of chips are you eating, Destiny? This selfie stick thing is comfortable.
no, it's like
I need to put this on the charger. It's not on the charger.
you can't. You can.
Mine is on the charger. This is Dez's phone. He stepped out the room and then I just went live. I was like, well, let me just go ahead and go live. Sorry, you can't come on my camera all naked and stuff.
Hi, Destiny.
Josiah said hi, Destiny.
Go sit down outside.
Don't come right now. No. My child is hard headed, y'all. You better go watch TV before I cut it off. That sounds good. Destiny told me to tell you to go to bed. Trying to see. So I went to Walmart last weekend. Excuse me, to try to find that game. What was that game called, babe?
Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity, and I didn't see it. So I'm going to try to find it. I might have to place an order online and get it. But I was thinking about getting that game, and then there's this other game that I saw that was like the home, it's like the memes. It's a game that has these little, like the SpongeBob memes on it. And I don't know what the purpose of it is, but I figured like that one would be fun too because a lot of folks use memes. So I'm going to plan a virtual live session for my birthday with like games, and I might throw a giveaway in there. I don't know, but something fun. Like that's what I want to do for my birthday on live on that Wednesday or for like that weekend, since I'm going to be inside. To answer your question, Victoria, I'm in Georgia and a lot of things open back up. I'm staying clear of all of those places because I don't feel like it's safe. Like, I'll go out to the store and feel comfortable because the store has essentials, but I'm not trying to go to the nail salon right now. I'm not trying to go to anybody's hair salon. LA Fitness was going to open back up, and that's where my gym membership is, but I didn't feel comfortable. So when they were saying they were going to open back up, we were going to go freeze our account. Right, the golf club and the, what else they do? The tanning booth and all of that. Like, personally, I can do my own pedicure. So I'm gonna just keep that regimen up and try to do my own feet every 2 to 3 weeks so that I can get my feet back on a soft routine. I don't really wear nails anyway, but I'm about to start practicing either with like the gel manicure or something so I can, because I'm trying to get into influencing slowly so there's an appearance, right? That's obvious. But at the same time, I'm not a beauty influencer either. I'm more of going into the advice niche. So I'm trying to be professional, but I don't have to be like the, stiletto nails, da 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 da. And then with hair, it's funny, but I already had a stylist. First of all, my sister used to do my hair before she got sick. But I already have a stylist who braids my hair, and she is a mobile braider. So I was just going to continue doing that. Like, and even if I was going to get my nails done, I actually know of many nail techs that are mobile as well. And I feel more comfortable with them coming to me or I come to their home than being in somebody's salon and I don't know how sterile they are. I don't know what type of, cleaning they're doing. It just doesn't make me comfortable. Like, I know how clean my own house is to invite my braider over to come and be in a certain area. I know what supplies I have in my house, all that. Same with going to her. Like, I know what she has. I know if she's clean. You don't know that going to these people's places. Even with going out to eat and stuff, you got to be careful because a lot of these essential workers are saying that they don't have supplies. They don't have, you know, gloves, masks, Lysol, and sanitizing solutions to keep their equipment clean. So those are things you need to keep in mind. Like, some people are like, oh, I can't wait to go. Well, I want to go, but I want to go and I want to be safe. If we still don't have Lysol, hand sanitizer, soap with antibacterial solutions in it, then I'm not in no rush because what happens when 50 people are coming to go get their nails done, but nobody can wash their hands? And we're sitting here putting our feet in the same bucket. It's like, no. I'm luckily I don't really disclose where I work, but I will say that my job has been doing a tremendous job with taking care of their associates. And in my role in my department, I've been at home and they are not opening back up at this time. Now the other people that work more so like in store locations, they are actually still working, but they have been doing a lot to take care of them as well as far as their benefits and stuff like that. So I have so much pride in the company that I work for right now that even if I became a full-time influencer, I'd probably be one that would try to still stay with my company because of how well they've taken care of everybody right now. And even with that, like they're taking care of people because of what's going on. But then like with my personal situation, so far they've just been super supportive. And so I'm grateful because I know some companies do not care at all. And like that's one thing I will say is when you go into a crisis or just a situation like a hurricane or just anything that's just like affecting people all over, you can really see how a company cares about their people by what they do. When they start laying off people and cutting hours and stuff like that, that's when you can tell what was really important. When they start trying to give out bonuses and extend hours and give more time off and just be there for their people, that really shows that they really have their associates in mind, as well as the dollar, but they have their associates in mind. And that's very important. Thanks, Des. Plug this in. Yeah, I have a YouTube friend that posted that they laid her off. They laid her off at the beginning. You know, it haven't even peaked yet, and they already laid everybody off. Delta Airlines, like, laid all those people off. Over 2,500 people. All the hotels, excuse me, like Hilton, Marriott, laying off people. Like, it also made me think about making sure that you work for a company that is essential to keep your job. Like, and I'm not saying you have to go and put your life at risk as a nurse or anything like that if that's not what you want to do, because I feel like nurses and doctors should have a passion to help. Hey, Kayla. But I feel like nurses and doctors should have a passion for people and really want to help. It can't just be about money. But like if you work in the grocery store, if you work for a home improvement retailer, if you work for a gas station, those are essential places. But like outside of that, if you're a freelance person, I think it's a great time to be present online because if y'all notice, online business is booming. Like virtual shopping, buy online, pick up in store options for all these different companies, even the clothes is like booming right now. Exactly. There's a lot of people that wanted to do it just because of the money. They don't really care about people. And as someone has had sick relatives, I've encountered some nurses that I was disgusted at how they treated my relatives. And I'm just like, how did you become a nurse? You know? So, yeah, I think that you just have to be smart about it and get creative, y'all. Like I had to retwist Desmond's locks during this time and I never tried that before and it didn't come out bad. I'm not as good as his loctician, but it looked pretty nice. And so we actually ordered a dryer off Amazon today so that we can try it the next time and actually have him sit under the dryer. And I'm gonna keep practicing. Like I'm gonna mess around and learn how to braid my own hair, and then I'm really gonna be in the game. But it's like it's a lot of stuff that you can do for yourself that we've just gotten comfortable with paying somebody else to do. It's not essential. I agree, and a lot of people don't. And then this also has made me realize how capable we are to do work from home for a lot of different things. People may have not wanted their employees working from home out of fear of productivity, but when forced to work from home, now we're seeing how productive people can be. And Destiny, I think you can learn how to do your nails. YouTube has some really good tutorials. I used to be really into nails. I used to want to be a cosmetologist. Back when I was like 13, 14, I used to do the other little girls' nails in my neighborhood and practice on them and stuff like that. So like I used to just be like really into that, and then I kind of outgrew it a little bit, but I could never get the acrylic right. Like my powder and ratio would be so clumpy and it would not come out right. So basically, I gave up on it. But I feel like now that I'm a little older, I feel like I could get it. But I think I'm gonna order one of those little machines that you put your hand inside of it, and I'm gonna practice doing like the gel set first, and then maybe get me some press-ons and try that too with light acrylic. Wait, hold on. This lady at 94. Yes, like it's work from home is such a great thing. Like prior to this, I was able to work from home 1 day a week. And it was cool, but like being able to kind of get a sample of working from home full time made me realize how much you can get done when you don't have to drive to and from work, and you can sleep in a little bit longer, or you can wake up super early and get stuff done, and then you can get off. If your workload ain't crazy. My workload had been really crazy though before, you know, I took some time off for bereavement. But it just made me realize like it gave me more time to thank you. That's me. Like I can do laundry, I can clean up, I can start dinner sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then like if I'm at home on the weekend, like right now I've been at home so much, I've been really bulk filming. And like it looks like people are really wanting me to do more like advicey type videos about YouTube. So I'm gonna start doing more of those. But I think the next topic I'm gonna talk about is bulk filming, and Victoria probably can speak on this because she's been doing this too, like since forever. She was probably like the person who suggested it to me back when I wasn't bulk filming, and I used to like when I was like around I think 1,500 subscribers, I would just like upload a video. Or wait, I would film a video and then try to edit the video the same day and upload it the same day. And a lot of folks do that. But I feel like once you start trying to be more consistent and you kind of know what you're going to be talking about, it's easier to film several videos. Yes, exactly, Victoria. You can film several videos at one time on one day. And then on the next day or the day after, or whenever you get a free day, you can spend a day editing those videos and then figure out when you want them to go out. And then the next week, you just be chilling, promoting your video, and that's it. Instead of like, okay, I filmed a video at 9 a.m. and then I had to spend from, 10:30 until 2. Exactly. For me, let's see, I usually film 1 day a week, and I would shoot between 3 and I've done as much as 8 in one sitting. I don't recommend that if you don't know what you're talking about. It works if you have ideas already written down and you know, okay, I'm doing this topic, then I'm gonna do this topic, I'm doing this topic. Right now, I have a series coming up and it's gonna be like relationship related stuff. So it was easy for me to do that because I knew what I was gonna talk about. But then, like, once you have that set, you can kind of like stagger in between. But like, I know for me, I struggle with consistency because life happens. So it's like, if I don't have enough content, I will run out and then I will basically be trying to rush and get it done 2 days before my normal day of uploading. Because I usually upload on Mondays, and I did Mondays and Wednesdays, but lately I've been trying Monday and Tuesday, and I like Monday and Tuesday better. So my activeness on YouTube right now is Mondays at 6, Tuesdays at 6, and then a live on Wednesday, lives on weekends. So I'm really active. And I'm on my YouTube channel like every day answering comments and stuff like that. But I think of my next experiment is going to be like uploading every day just to see what happens, because I know that some people do that and it really works for them. But I would have to definitely like prepare a month in advance so that I can have basically everyday content for Monday through Friday just to see. But sometimes that doesn't work. Like, I guess you have to know what people want too, because some people will upload every day, but then the video isn't about anything, and I'm not gonna waste y'all time. But there's been some of y'all that asked me, can you do more vlogging? I want to see, more of what you do behind the scenes or whatever. But I think because I don't have a niche, like a narrow niche, I have enough ideas to where I could do something different to cover each of those niches to make it come out. You really should, Victoria. I think it will help. Like, I always encourage people to go live. And some of my friends that have larger channels have asked me, like, how do you go live? And I'm just like, I mean, you got a big following and people already like you. I would just say, go ahead, put you a poll on your community tab and ask them, hey y'all, you could tease it for a couple of weeks or like a couple of days before you decide you want to go. And you could literally go like, do your poll and be like, hey, okay, I'm working on those, honestly. Like right now, I'm in invest mode. So like right now, I got this new tripod. I bought a hard drive so I can start backing up all my videos. And I ordered my iPhone, my iPhone 8 Plus today. So once I get my iPhone, and I hope that it's not gonna be a lemon, y'all. I ordered it from Amazon Renewed, so I'm gonna do a review on that too and let y'all know how that goes. But basically, long story short, once I get the iPhone and it's my own phone, I do actually plan to vlog more and to film more, because it's easier to film from your phone than from your camera. And I want to also start editing from my phone more as well. Like, I do a lot of my stuff from my camera and my computer, and that's just not like as quick as I want it to be. But I'm not gonna not still use it. It's just that certain content is gonna be on my camera and certain content is gonna be on my phone. So anyway, for you, Victoria, my advice is to do a poll for your viewers and ask them, would you like to see me go live? Yes or no? Then poll again and ask them, what day would you like to see me go live? And of course, you put the 2 or 3 days that you would like to do. And then your third question will be, what would you like the live to talk about? And then you can come up with 3 topics that you think that they would like and have them vote. And then what you can do is kind of like an introductory get to know me type sit down live, but then you actually do the what was I finna say? You actually do the like topic part based on the highest percentage of votes, and then as people come in and stuff, they're gonna like take your conversation in a different direction. Josiah, why are you in here? Bye. You're being hard-headed right now. Go to bed. Don't come over here. Go to sleep. He like to show out when I'm on live or on the phone. Shout out to Des for walking him out the room. But anyway, if you already did that part, I would just say poll them about the topics and ask them what they want to talk about. And you can give them a couple of days because YouTube doesn't always show people right away when you post a poll. So, like, if you give them maybe like 3 or 4 days, it should give enough time for your subscribers to see it. Just making sure my nose ring didn't fall out. Oh, I got stress acne.
Scared of what? The TV on so is the light.
Saya is restless, y'all. I don't know why, though. He got to play outside today. I'm sorry if y'all hear that in the background there. You're welcome. And let me know when you do decide so I can come and show you some love and, be active in your life like you're active in mine. Sometimes my friend on YouTube, Simply Miss Kara, she started going live now too, so I'll pop in. I really try to pop in for anybody that I'm friends with on YouTube. Hey! Oh my gosh. You would think Josiah is getting beat up, but he's not. He's just upset because he has to go to sleep. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, but he's screaming really loud, so I apologize. I want to ask for y'all opinion about something. I want to go back to doing more of like real talk topics again on my lives, but I was thinking of doing like business talk as well. So I was thinking maybe like on the weekends we can do relationship talk and kind of like anything goes. But then I was thinking Wednesday should be more of a specific topic for an hour. Where if y'all have questions about something else, we can talk about it, but like more structured like it used to be. So what do y'all think if I was to do that? Like, would y'all be okay with that? Oh my gosh, Josiah, stop crying. And Des is sitting in there with him, so I don't know. Sia's always scared to go to bed when it's time to go to bed. This is just so cool. This selfie stick is super convenient, y'all. I'm like, yes. I'm going to review this product on my channel. I sure am. Thank you, Des. I appreciate that feedback. You know what? I'm going to take my own advice. I'm going to post a poll. And if everybody's like, girl, just keep it the way it is, then I'll just leave it alone. Because I'm really just doing it to bond with y'all. So I don't want to change it if y'all are cool with the way it is. I remember we used to have some real good discussions when I used to come with a topic too, but I've been doing live for so long that I've started to run out of topics. And like when I'll ask Des to go live with me, I'll be like, so what you want to talk about tonight? He'll be like, I don't know. Like, we'll just talk. So we just kind of wing it. But sometimes we will have a topic based on something like when things were normal, we used to listen to the Steve Harvey morning show. And there's this show called The Strawberry Letter that would come on. And basically, people will write in to Steve Harvey and ask for advice about their relationship. Excuse me, their relationship problem or their family issue or just anything, right? And then like Steve and Shirley would give advice. So sometimes it would be like outrageous stuff and like we would come and talk about it here and then that would lead to other stuff or whatever. But honestly, I mean, anything goes. We've had some fun conversations on this channel. Y'all are the best. Y'all have cheered me up so much. I appreciate it, for real. And y'all be happy to know that I did get some rest one day this week. And I'm gonna try to get some rest this weekend too. I bought some bedtime tea and some melatonin gummies.
Melatonin.
Melatonin gummies. So when I get off the live, I'm gonna take two of the gummies to help me sleep because I have to get up early in the morning to go to this. It's a funeral, but it's not an official funeral because of the limits in our state. Only 10 people can gather, so it's like a graveside for my sister with basically just her immediate family. Only I can go. Like my husband and my son can't go with me. Her dad will probably be there. Our aunt on my mom's side that was like her caregiver. Maybe like her brother on her dad's side. Like it's not gonna be many people there because of that. So I have to get up early because I live over an hour away from where that's gonna be. So I won't be staying up super late tonight because of that. But in the coming weeks, I probably will stay on late and just, chill with y'all like I did last time. But I do got some good stuff coming, and I'm looking forward to it, y'all. So I just want to say thank you, like, for your support and y'all just being like really understanding of me and appreciating me for who I am and embracing me. I really appreciate it. And Des too. There's Des. He's there. Yes, it is. I'm in the bed. Usually, I mean, we started doing lives in my bed recently because why did we do it? Because of Josiah, wasn't it?
Something like
It was
that.
something, but Josiah, when we was in the living room, it would be too loud and it was preventing him from going to sleep. But this is when he was still in school. And so we started doing them in here, but I don't know. I like doing them in the living room too because it's close to the kitchen when I want snacks. But it's a matter of getting Saya to go to sleep because when Saya's not asleep, he'll keep coming in and trying to interrupt. And he does the same thing if I'm on the phone. Like he thinks that my friends are there to talk to him. So he doesn't understand, like, oh, you're on YouTube, mommy. He'll come and be like, hey. And I'm like, especially with Copa, like, Josiah cannot come in front of this camera. I'm not playing with YouTube and monetization right now. So, I don't know. Anybody else that makes videos, I don't know if y'all have kids. Well, I know Victoria has a son, but, it seems like your kids and your family want to make noise as soon as you start recording and you're trying to film. Like, especially now that we're all at home, it's difficult to find time to film in quiet unless the family is asleep, which means I'd have to get up super early or stay up super late. And Des actually stays up much later than I do most nights, right? So I would have to wake up early, and I'm not a morning person, but I wake up early if I have to. Like tomorrow, I have to wake up early. But I don't know. This selfie with the stick thing is kind of cool. Want to hold it, Des? He said no. Me too. You don't know how many times I've had to edit my video because I'm yelling for him to stop making all that noise. If I have to come down there, we're going to have a problem. You're going to be not watching any TV or you're going to get a whooping. I'm not joking. And he'll be like, yes, mommy. My son loves messing with stuff too. I think it's the 4-year-old, almost 5 stage. Like, let me tell you about what Josiah did this week. Okay. So, Josiah, I let Josiah help me cook one day. So, he took it upon himself when I was in the other room and Des was downstairs pressing t-shirts to go in there and try to cook. And he spilled like over half a bag of rice and over half a bag of sugar. But I didn't know that he spilled the sugar all over the floor in the kitchen because it was in the back behind some stuff until like yesterday. So I'm like, you wasted half the bag of sugar on the floor. Like, he likes to mess with stuff, okay? He likes to sneak into things now. Like, you have to watch him. People always talk about when the child is 2 years old or even 3 years old. I'm like, no. Take me back to when he was 2, okay? Because it was not like all this talking back and being sneaky. He wasn't doing that. It was just this one time where he got into some lotion or behind my back and kind of spilled it all over himself. But like now, I think Josiah watches like people on YouTube, like little kids, and he tries to do the stuff that he sees them doing. And it's like, I'm like, Saya, that's fake. Their parents are not gonna whoop them. If you do that, you're gonna get yourself in trouble with mommy and Desi, and then you're gonna be mad because you saw Super Saya do it on YouTube, or Ryan or whoever you watch on YouTube, and that's not real life. My son loves to talk back. I'm like, I don't know if it's because you're watching Nickelodeon, YouTube, Netflix, them kids and them skits. I took Josiah's YouTube privileges away for a while because every time he watches it, it's like I have to deal with him being smart. I have to deal with him being hard headed. And it's like I don't encourage YouTube. I'll let him watch Netflix or regular TV. But YouTube, I just don't care for it because he watches these skits from these people on YouTube, mostly like Super Saya. What else he be watching, Des? I know Super
Emma, and a few others.
Emma and Janny. It's just a couple of them, more of them people. And it's like he would start talking back, and then if I told him, like let's say I let him watch for 2 whole hours, that's a long time anyway. But if I tell him, okay, I'm gonna switch it and we're finna do something else, he'll have a whole meltdown and temper tantrum on me, and I'm just like, Josiah, you've been watching for 2 or 3 hours, like no more YouTube. And I'm like, look, if you keep doing that, you're not watching it anymore for the rest of the week. And I mean it, he won't. But the only thing is, if he goes over to like Desmond's mom's house or my dad's house, that's the first thing they're gonna do is pull up YouTube. And I'm just like, well, when you get back home, you're not gonna be watching it with me because YouTube equals your kids talking back, because that's what those kids do on YouTube. So, and yes, Ryan can be bad, and like they be doing pranks on their parents or sneaking and doing stuff, and then they don't get in trouble. Or like that Johnny Johnny Yes Papa song. The whole point of that story was that the child was sneaking into the kitchen getting snacks. Hey Destiny, welcome back. He was sneaking to the kitchen and getting snacks and then lying to his parents about it. And it's so catchy, but it could be teaching them to sneak into the kitchen and get snacks. So you just have to be careful because the kids internalize YouTube and think it's real. Right. Hey, Lamika. Oh my gosh, Destiny, I don't believe you. I couldn't stand it either, and Baby Shark got on my nerves too. Oh, thank you so much for checking on me earlier today, Lamika. I appreciate you. We were talking about our kids and how we don't like them watching YouTube videos of other kids because it makes them act bad. Did you ever sleepwalk or like go into the kitchen and get food?
Unless I really wanted to, but no, I really didn't do that.
You know what? You're not lying. But I don't know. My son be having meltdowns when you tell him he can't watch no more YouTube, and I don't like that. I'll be like, you don't gotta watch YouTube ever again. And it's so crazy because I love YouTube, but I don't know. I just don't want the kids encouraging the other kids to talk back to their parents, and that's what happens. They talk back and they get smart. Josiah does that too. He throws a temper tantrum. We haven't tried YouTube Kids. Wait, have we tried YouTube Kids, Des?
My mom does it.
Desmond's mom has it. Your drink looks really good.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of lemons in there. And Victoria made a good point. When we were kids, we didn't get to watch a bunch of TV. That was it. Like, we used to have to play outside and play with each other. The kids in the neighborhood, that's what we used to do. Play with dolls, play with action figures and stuff. It wasn't no sitting around watching TV, playing video games, going back and forth in between things. It was like, what do you want to do? Okay, this is what you're going to do. And that was that. It wasn't you crying because you couldn't watch a certain show over and over again, or it was just like not so fast paced. Like, let me not say that we didn't watch TV, because I did watch TV, but it was like my parents would buy a movie and it would be on VHR. See, you were outside more. I remember playing tag and running around with my friends, and had to be in the house at a certain time, but it was just different. And like, I had a bunch of VCR movies, so if I wanted to watch a movie and my parents said it was okay, I was watching that movie on the VHS tape or whatever. Or even if when DVDs came out, I had some of those too. But it was like, oh my gosh, not time right behind your back. Oh goodness. But yeah, VCR, meaning like you're gonna watch this show. Josiah will ask to watch a movie on Netflix, and then 15 minutes later, he'd be like, he would be like, Mommy, I don't want to watch this anymore. I'm like, psh, my parents wasn't gonna come in there and keep turning no movie off for me. If they turn it, it's going off, and we're not doing no more TV at all. That's how it would be. These kids are spoiled. Same thing with eating. Okay, let me tell you another thing about younger kids that I noticed. We give younger kids too much options, okay, when it comes to eating dinner. When I was growing up and when my dad was growing up, first of all, when my dad was growing up, he said there was no microwave. So if his mom cooked dinner and you didn't want to come in the house, excuse me, and your food got cold, you would have to eat that cold food or you would just be hungry. Now, I came up, my mama would cook something for dinner. That was what we was having for dinner. Now, with Josiah and even like his cousins, like my other family members, you cooking something for you, but then you going to pick out something special for him because he won't eat that. And I'm just like, if you raise your kids to eat what you eat, then you shouldn't run into that issue. Like when I used to live with my parents, it was like my stepsister raising her kids and then me raising mine. Her kids didn't like to eat fruit. They didn't like to eat vegetables. They only like to eat cereal, and they like to eat a bunch of candy. And Josiah would eat vegetables and fruit and all that stuff because that's what I would eat. And so it's like, your child is going to go through a picky stage, and that's normal. But it's like, if you give them too many options, then you will basically be always trying to cater to what they want. And it will be like a sense of entitlement. Like, oh, well, mommy made soul food, but I want pizza. So I'm not going to eat this soul food. I'm not even going to try it. And it's like, it's okay to give them options, but hell, let your option be, I made soul food so you can have macaroni and cheese and a piece of chicken instead of macaroni and cheese, chicken, and greens. Or you get less of it. That could be your choice, but not I'm gonna cook you completely something different just because you're choosing not to eat it. Like, it's different if you have an actual allergy or something, but just because you want to be difficult, I'll be like, look, I'm not finna do it. You gonna be hungry. I be telling Saya, like, sometimes Des will be like, oh, it's okay, just I'm like, no, like, the ramen noodles, the mac and cheese cups and stuff, that's for when we don't have some food already in there. But when we already made dinner, he needs to eat what's in there. Like, I'm not trying to make him nothing special. Yeah, they shouldn't have to eat all their food. Just, you need to eat the food that I served you. Like, if I offer you to eat dinner because you're saying you hungry and you say no, but then you come and ask me for some chips 30 minutes later, then that just means you didn't want to eat dinner, but you wanted to sit there and eat junk. So you gonna have to eat that dinner first. When Saya doesn't eat, that's a good one. What do I do? I'll threaten to take something away. Like, if you don't eat some of that food, you won't watch TV for the rest of the night. You won't play for the rest of the night. And he'll try to go hungry too. But then he'll realize that I want to watch TV more than I don't want to eat these vegetables on my plate. So I'm gonna eat some of these vegetables. I'll negotiate with him. You need to take 4 bites of that broccoli before you go back and play, or you go back and watch TV, or you won't be doing it for the rest of the night. And somehow he manages those 4 bites. Try to take something away that he likes. Like, if he likes YouTube Kids, say that you're taking that away if he doesn't eat it. And it's okay for them to not like stuff, but like, if you made a meal with 3 things in the meal, try to get him to eat one of the 3 things. Like, last weekend I made pork chops, collards, and black eyed peas. Josiah loved the pork chop. So I gave him just a little bit of black eyed peas and a little bit of greens, and I cut up his pork chop for him, and he ate the pork chop, and he ate a little bit of each thing. And I was okay with that. I don't care if he only eats a little bit. It's just when he refuses to eat it. That's what will get on my nerves. Or if he'll eat a little bit of it, but then be like, I don't want no more. Excuse me. Another thing is, I try to make sure that Josiah really gets hungry, because sometimes Josiah likes to ask for snacks throughout the day. Like, it'll seem like every 30 minutes he's asking for a snack. So, like, I try to cut back on his snacking throughout the day too, because I noticed that when he has less snacks during the day, when it's time for him to have lunch or dinner, then he'll eat more food than if he's been able to snack. And we've been trying to incorporate healthier snacks. So things like basically fruit, like plums, oranges, apples. Josiah likes the little halos. He likes applesauce. He'll eat that, but then, like, we also have a bunch of chips and stuff too. Hey Erica, how are you? Yeah, but we, he'll eat the chips and stuff too. Like, Josiah loves them purple Takis. And I'm like, Josiah, you're not gonna be sitting here eating Takis every day, or hot Cheetos and all that. Like, you can have a little fun sized bag of chips, but your next snack is gonna be fruit. Your next snack is gonna be, and then if he done asked me for 2 snacks and I've gave it to him, and he asked me for something else, I'm gonna be like, okay, what do you want for lunch? Because I'm not gonna keep giving you chips and snacks. Like, if you're hungry, let's go ahead and make a meal. What do you want? And that's where the little things, like, he likes macaroni and cheese cups. I'd be like, you want a macaroni and cheese cup? Do you want a corn dog? Like, okay, that can be your lunch. And then with dinner, I try to, I try to give him options. He loves them. Like, they're really. I used to love hot Cheetos and Takis and stuff when I was younger too, but them things be making my stomach hurt now. I had to take a stool softener when I eat spicy stuff like that. So I just let him enjoy it because your stomach won't always allow you to have that stuff when you start getting older. But yeah, you just have to mix it. Give him stuff he likes, but give him stuff that's good for him too. Josiah is definitely not obese. Like he's not obese at all. He's really active and he loves to run and play and stuff. Hey Alicia, how are you? Girl, I'm here. I'm in a better mood today, I guess you can say. I'm still going through the motions of everything. Thank you for your well wishes and stuff. Glad that you caught me while I was here because I'm probably not going live tomorrow night, but I'll be back next week. I'm glad that I went live with y'all too, actually. Y'all made me feel more cheery before I go to bed. Y'all are the best. I appreciate it. It's so good to see you, Erica. I appreciate you, Alicia. I kept going back and forth on Wednesday on what, if I was going to go or not. And then I was just like, you know what? I need some time because I don't want to come on here crying and stuff. I mean, not that I wouldn't cry in front of y'all because that's real, but I just needed some time to process it. You're so welcome. Have a great night, Victoria. Love you. How was your day today, Alicia? I know. When I saw your message, it made me smile. It's like I'm building a community. I can't be like flaking on my people because they're gonna be like, where's she at? Okay, I'm here. Ask Yo-sha. What advice do you need? Let me get close so you can see me. I have this pimple on my chin. It's bothering me. Do you mean like relocating? I know you talked about that with me on the live last time. Alicia, I don't have advice about relocating from experience, but I can give you advice from what I think. Because I've never had to relocate before. I've been in Georgia my whole life as far as living. I've been here my whole life. But I think a good resource for you would be like YouTube as far as just seeing hold on, it's going so fast. She get mad when me hangs out. Destiny, help Alicia with her question, and I'm gonna help you with yours. I don't know if what you're describing makes you crazy. I think it's a deeper problem. I think the deeper problem. Oh, thank you. um, that is good advice. There was a guy that I used to work with that wanted to move to a location in Miami. Um, and he used to go to Miami sometimes because he had friends out there. So basically, like, because he ended up sharing his story. Des, he was in here, but he's been having to run back out to like tend to Josiah because Josiah is like bucking the system right now. He doesn't want to go to bed, so he's in the living room. But he was in here for like a few seconds, but he hasn't really been on the live to like it's really just been like me tonight. But he's letting me use his phone, so he's the real MVP. I ordered an iPhone 8 Plus today, so hopefully very soon, um, I'll be using my own phone. So sometimes it may just be me by myself going live, and then when we do certain battle of the sexes type conversations, then we will have Des there as well to give the male perspective. But by then, I want to invite some more males to make it more fair and less biased, just in case, you know, we are trying to learn from each other. I don't want it to be like it's just the female point of view from my point of view only. I want, like, I care about your point of views as single women, as single millennials, as a married young millennial. Like, y'all want my opinion, but I just want it to be like a well-rounded discussion that we can all go into open-minded so that we're learning from each other. So, more to come on that. Um, Destiny, I don't think it makes you crazy that you feel uncomfortable with him hanging with his mother and sister if you feel like they don't like you. But I don't think that you should get upset with him for spending time with him either if he's trying to have a relationship with his family. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Alicia, I would say because you have a YouTube, I keep going back and forth between the two of you. Thank you, Erica. Yes, that's what I was saying. YouTube, Alicia. I think you should look on YouTube, especially because I think you're trying to go to my area, or Atlanta is a choice. Look on YouTube for Atlanta relocation tip videos. Also, you are a YouTuber and you have like Facebook groups that you're in. I would like post a question. Don't post your link with it. Just post a question like, "Hey y'all, I think I'm relocating to this state." And ask, "Do you have any tips or good areas that you recommend?" I've seen questions like that for Texas and Atlanta, and people will typically hop in and tell you, "Oh, you should move here, you should move there." And they'll be really like honest with you and tell you what to avoid. What areas to avoid. Personally for Atlanta, I would say like Cobb County is a good area. Gwinnett County is a good area. Douglas County is a pretty decent area. Um, I would avoid Atlanta, like downtown Atlanta, because when things are normal, that's just like the center of where everything is. So it can be expensive and it can be very fast paced. And there are a lot of gentrified areas in Atlanta